Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. So in the Arabic lesson today, we are going to do a little revision, and then we are going to do noun and adjective, that is called mawsoof and sifa in Arabic. So let's get started. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We were doing ism, and ism has basically four properties: status, gender, number, and type, and we've done all of them. Now we're going to do the fragments. So there are five fragments involving an ism. And what is a fragment? A fragment is more than a word, but it's less than a sentence. So it can be a combination of two words or three words, and basically it's more than a word, but it is less than a sentence. And we have already done three fragments without even realizing them. The first one that we did was that the harf of jar and its victim. Remember, we did harf of jar and the victim ba, ta, kaf, lam, waw, min, fi, an, ala, hatta, ila. So all these huruf, when they come, they make the ism coming after them jar. So they are called the harf of jar. So this is the first kind of fragment that we have already done. Then there are the harf of nasab, inna, anna, ka, anna, bi, anna, laita, lakinna, la'alla. And we said that any ism that comes after these huruf, that they are changed into the status of nasab, because these are the huruf of nasab. So we've done the harf of nasab. That is also the second kind of fragment. The third kind of fragment is also, we've already done that, and that is basically mudaf and mudaf ilayh. And we did the different rules related to that. Mudaf, what conditions mudaf has to meet, and what is mudaf ilayh, everything, and the of comes between them. And if you don't know, you can listen to the previous lectures in which I've explained them in detail, so I'm not going to go through them right now. So today's lesson basically is about noun and adjective, and that noun is called mawsoof and the adjective is sifa. So mawsoof and sifa is the fourth kind of fragment, and we are going to do that today. Basically in English we say like a nice book, so the adjective is first and then comes a noun. But in Arabic, the noun, it comes first and the adjective comes next. So if the nice book is to be said in Arabic, it would be like this: book nice. So this is how we would say it in Arabic. So in Arabic, always the noun comes first and the adjective comes second. So that is why it's mawsoof sifa. So let's look at this example, like masjidun kabirun. So masjid basically is masjid, kabir is big, so it means big masjid, or masjid big, basically like that. So all properties of the noun and the adjective should meet. So all the four properties for two words, for two isms, to be mawsoof and sifa, all their four properties, status, gender, number, and type, they should meet. They should be like the same. And if they're not same, then these two isms, they are not mawsoof and sifa, they're something else. So for two isms to be noun and adjective, or mawsoof and sifa, they have to, all their four properties of ism, they should be the same. So let's look at this example, masjidun and kabirun. So masjidun, we know that it's singular. There is no reason why it should be plural. We know from the Muslim chart, muslimun, musliman, muslimin. So it's muslimun, masjidun, and so it's singular. Then it's rafa, right? And then it is masculine. It's from the masculine chart, and it's also common. There is no al in the beginning. So these are the four properties of masjidun. So let's look at the four properties of kabirun. Kabirun also, it's singular, it's rafa un, and then it's masculine and it's common. So all the four properties are matching in between these two words. That means they are mawsoof and sifa. So this is the mawsoof, this is the noun, and this is this is its adjective. So when all the four properties match, then the second word is an adjective of the first word. Second word describes the first word. It's a mawsoof and sifa. So let's all the four properties should meet. So like here we can also write it like masjidan. So if we will write masjidan, then we'll write kabiran. We cannot write masjidan kabirun, because the four properties will not match. Then if you are doing the twos, like from the dual chart, masjidani, then we'll do kabirani. Then if it's masjidaini, then kabiraini. So this is how it goes, like all the four properties have to match with one another. Now what if we have a broken plural? So masjid, it also has a broken plural, that is masajid. So masajid basically is a broken plural of masjid, and we know that whenever we have a broken plural, we consider it as singular and feminine. So masajid, basically its four properties will be masajidu, it's rafa, and since it's a broken plural, it's singular and it's feminine, and there is no also, it's common. So these are the four properties of masajid. So what if we want to put an adjective in the next to it? So masajidu kabiratun. Kabiratun, this is because tun is basically a feminine and kabiratun, it's singular. So we have to make the adjective also like singular and feminine. So now all the four properties of these two words, these two isms are matching. So therefore they are mawsoof and sifa. We cannot say it like this, masajidu kabiru. No, because we have to, masajidu, it's a broken plural and we take it as singular and feminine. So the adjective, it should also be singular and feminine, and this is why we say kabiratun. We're just going to do a few examples to explain it even more. In the Quran, like we have sarirun marfurun, it means a raised bed. So if we have another kind of like a plural, a broken plural of sarir, and that is sururun. So if you have a broken plural, that means it's singular and feminine. So the adjective of it should also be singular and feminine. So we say sururun marfu'atun. So we added to tun in the ta marbuta in the end to make it feminine. So now all the four properties of these two isms are matching. So therefore they are mausuf and sifa are raised beds. So you can have multiple adjectives, all should match the noun and the mausuf in that is the mausuf in all the four properties. So the only thing that you need to remember here is that whenever we have noun and we have its adjective, they can only be mausuf and sifa or noun or adjective if all their four properties, that is status, gender, number and type, they match. If those four properties don't match, then they cannot be mausuf and sifa. So this was the fourth fragment. We have we know about four fragments of ism. Four fragments, basically the first one was harf of jar and its victim, then there was harf of nasab and its victim, then was muzaf and muzaf ilayh, and finally we have done the mausuf and sifa, that is the noun and the adjective. Inshallah tomorrow we'll do some more examples of mausuf sifa to get a better understanding of it, and then we'll do the fifth fragment. That's all for today. Fi aman Allah.